Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and today I want to talk about something really awesome that the Terraria team shared last night across all of their social media. And if you're a console and mobile player, I actually spent 2 hours today going over the latest Pipeworks stream, and I'm going to dedicate a section at the end of this video to answering most of the questions that pop up in the comment section down below, such as when is the update coming out, what about mobile, what about console, what about my worlds, and I'll talk all about that after we look at this next cool thing. So last night this gift started making its way across all of the social media platforms, and what this is it's actually Razer Chroma Support for Terraria. Now presumably this is coming in Terraria 1.3.6, but just to break it down a little bit, what actually happens is when you're actually in a specific biome, a code that's been worked on, this is actually like an actual app, it's part of Terraria, it will change your Razer Chroma lighting to match that biome, and it will do this on the fly. So there are certain games that actually integrate support like this. For example, Overwatch is one of them, where the actual keyboard will change depending on the type of hero you're playing. And I actually thought that something like this would be amazing for Terraria, and I actually thought this would happen a couple of months ago when Senex posted a picture of Red working on Terraria Overworld, and in this image you can see that he's actually a fan of chroma lighting himself, and looking at that image it kind of looks like he's already mapped it into Terraria Overworld a little bit, or maybe he was just playing around with it. So it's actually really cool to see this. Now, if you actually have any other type of RGB keyboard that isn't Razer, this won't be officially supported for you, but there are certain programs that should be able to change these profiles over to something like a Corsair keyboard, which is actually something I use. Now, Razer products are of course very flashy. They make very, very nice colors, but they are of course very expensive, they break often, so this is not something for everybody, but it's one of these things where if you have one of these, you're benefiting a lot like with the 4K monitor support. Like if you have a 4K monitor, you're going to benefit from this, but if not, there's nothing new here. But you have to admit, this looks kind of pretty. I actually really like this, it's cool. Now, what it reminded me of this project that went viral a couple of years ago on YouTube, where this man goes over his 100-hour project to build a Terraria health and mana bar in real life. And he actually used his own custom piping, a water pump, a series of LEDs, and then a little programming script, so that when he actually took damage in the game, his water level would drop on the pump, and then the light would turn to like red, it would flash red, and it was really cool. Now when this actually went viral, Red and Senex actually offered the person who made it a bunch of money to actually buy one for themselves, because why would you not want one of these? And unfortunately, he actually said he wouldn't sell it to the public, and that's actually really sad because it was such a great project, and even I would have loved to have had one of them in the corner of my office. I thought it looked amazing, but this is kind of like incorporating that with something that the masses already own. So once again, it's a little thing, but it's actually really cool though. Right, so this section of the video is dedicated to mobile and console players. A lot of you are asking about the next update, so I'm going to go over everything I learned today by going over the latest 2-hour live stream from last night and just going over everything I know so far, just so that everybody's up to speed, because I don't want everybody out there kind of wondering. I'd rather just keep everybody on the same page, because I like PC Terraria and I also like console Terraria. So let's begin. So what they're working on right now is they actually have a brand new team. This is Pipeworks Studio, and what their goal at the minute is they are porting over Terraria 1.3.0.7 over to the console version of Terraria. And this is actually set to launch before the 30th of June. Now that's actually an important date because the 30th of June is actually the 2-year anniversary of Terraria 1.3, so I'd actually be surprised if they don't drop it on this date, just to kind of have that big anniversary moment. But hey, if they don't drop it on that date, you get it a little bit sooner. Now once they have finished 1.3 for the console, they will then begin to work on 1.3 for mobile. So if you're unaware of what's been going on, there was another team who used to make both of these versions, and then they have now kind of moved away from the project, and Pipeworks have kind of replaced them. So the reason why there's been such a long delay is because Pipeworks are kind of catching up to speed, reworking a bunch of the code. It's now based in Unity, and it even has the same UI as the PC edition of Terraria. So Pipeworks are doing a pretty good job. They actually didn't reveal pretty much anything in their 2-hour stream. They just answered a bunch of questions about 1.3 that obviously we already know about because we're PC players, and we've already played it for 2 years, which is crazy. But I'm really excited for the console players, and then I'm also really excited for the mobile players, even though the mobile players probably won't get it until September, October time, I'd guess. You still get it, and it's still going to be awesome. It's an amazing update. It's one of these things that's taken so long, but it's actually really good. Right, so that's going to do it for today's Terraria video. If you're new around here, make sure to click that subscribe button. Here at ChippyGaming, we like to keep everybody up to date with the latest Terraria news. I like to do top 5s, I like to do facts videos. I'm just very passionate about the game, and you'll see that if you stick around for a little while. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.